Hello everyone, and how good of you to join once again to Anno 1800. Now in our picturesque metropolis Crownfolds, there is another battleship of Bente coming in right now that we have to take down. Speaking about battleships, this is not going to be a battle episode, but I need to point something out, that because some of the mods are extremely outdated, like the military mod, I do have trouble from time to time getting my ships back online after reloading a save. So we basically lost around 6 battleships with the latest save. I can't get them back. They are always being destroyed once loading into the game. And well, we have 134 influence once again. I need to rebuild my battleships. That's a bit of a problem there. At least the military mod still is kind of like working, but it's still not really bug free anymore. In the Africa area, we only have one battleship left. This guy here, the winged monkey. This one is now responsible for protecting our, well, properties, I should say. We could probably in Embesa go ahead and build us some, mounted guns. That's not going to work out. These are extremely crappy. We're just going to continue now boosting our economy. We do have that schooner here that is delivering the linseed. The linseed that we need for our embroideries, for our fineries, for our, well, clothes, I guess, basically. Another thing is the mud bricks. We cannot build them yet, as far as I can see, but that would be the next goal. The only battleship that is surviving the ages is the Buckthorn 2 in the New World. I have no idea why some of them are being destroyed all the time and why some of them just survive. It's kind of like deep in the system there, I guess. Now, in Tristão, it's looking fine for now. The only thing that I would like to check here is if we are capped on any consumer goods. Rum is looking rather full. So we do have, of course, our juicy rum trade route that we might need to rethink. We haven't lost a ship there yet. There is some oil here. I think, we lost an oil one, but this one is waiting already for it that we can reassign. We have lost one ship here for the sewing machines, where I do need to get another cargo ship on board once again for this one. So this is something that I need to check all the time. That we lost a clipper. I'm not going to replace the clipper though. That's completely fine. And something very important in Crownfolds that we can do now is the biscuits. We can open up the biscuits finally for my people. So let's just check this one out real quick. We got 500 tons. I did not do that yet because we were quite busy with other things in the last episode. Let's unlock it for them. All right, happiness-wise, they're still totally fine. And then it's only the chewing gum. And for that, we basically should have everything as well. Now, biscuits are coming in. One thing that I really need to do here is I need to upgrade my skyscrapers. We have 580,000 skyscraper upkeep. Some of you have been pointing out that I might be running out of consumer goods. I'm not. We are having every consumer good necessary. It's really the skyscrapers. It's absolutely insane. $580,000 upkeep. That is because most of them are on par with each other. So we do need to give them a better or higher layout than the other skyscrapers in their area, because only then will they pay me some money again. And holy cow. Oh, and we've leveled up to 59. That is another major milestone there. Coming close to 60. It's really hard now to level up, basically. So let's just go ahead and do this one. As we can see, we really got a lot of level 1 skyscrapers, and we really need to push them to the next level there. We do need a lot of tier 5 skyscrapers for the monument, so let's better get ahead upgrading it now before we get into any problems later on. Plus, also, I can't afford to just keep them at level 1 anyway. They're insanely expensive. I think over here we also got a lot of them ready. This is already a tier 2, is it? Nope, it's not. They just need the... Oh yeah, sorry, we actually only have one department store right now. For this whole area, I do need a second department store. And I think we could move the university right here in the center. I don't need to delete any other buildings. The university a bit further up north, because the investors, they don't need the university anymore. And we can still have it here, and we should still reach most of these guys here. There's, by the way, also the lack of electricity visible now in this area, but we are going to keep them as engineers anyway. Perhaps we have a few people here that are going to be still investors, but not that many, because we still really need a lot of engineers as well. We are pretty down on the workforce there. Let's go ahead and remove the marketplace and the pop up there in this area. We don't need them anymore. And plus, by the way, we do have still some dirt roads lying around there, and then we can just move basically the university into this block there, fitting in nicely, perfectly. as it is made for it. And then we have, well, some juicy area here that we can use for a new department store. And there it is, the big boy. The only thing we do need to have close by is a warehouse. It's actually pretty hard to get the warehouses into its area of influence. So there we have a warehouse up there that is already working for the restaurant that we have. So let's just place it here, because then it can reach those areas, right? And we're just going to have some patrols in the front and in the back, because that's just how it fits best in, right? There is an entrance, and then here we have the front major entrance, more or less just behind the hotel and just beside the Iron Tower. That's going to work out. We do need a lot of bricks though, and to my surprise, we are really not having that many bricks at the moment. For the bricks, I think we should be full on clay though. That we should have. No, we don't. Are we not importing enough clay anymore these days? Because that would be an explanation. Okay, down here we have the clay. We have a lot of trading coming in there at the moment, so that should be fine. I can also see that we are a bit congested here with goods that we shouldn't be really importing with the docklands anymore. That would be the potatoes and the work clothes. We do have an island down here that is Leary, of course, and Leary is producing a lot of these resources already. We have trade routes activated that are going back and forth, so I might just reinforce those productions here in Leary to finally also completely get rid of these trade routes that we have in the docklands that we really don't need really. Now there we have still some, oh, there's actually a sheep farm right here that doesn't have a field at all. Get rid of that for now, and I will just have some more sheep farms here now, just beside the oil fields. Where is it happening? There might be something. There's a battle cruiser up here. Do we still have? We do have still 2 battleships in the Arctic. Very good. So they have not been destroyed. They're going to protect us there, hopefully. Okay, so there we have now a few more sheep farms. Upon closer inspection, we can also see that we only have 200 farmers in Crown Falls situated. So it's absolutely not necessary of getting work cloth and schnapps via the trade or via the docklands. So actually, let's get completely rid of these productions here. So of this trade route there, and then we have the potato and the sewing machines that is still working out. We also don't really need that anymore, as I can just boost that in Leary as well. So let's get rid of that. We open up 2 more slots again that we might be using here pretty soon then for some other materials. I can also see that there's more benta ships again in the region. Haven't we finished? Yes, we have finished another battleship now. Perfect. Andromeda, off you go. And I think we can already build the next one then. Perfect. So there's another 2 battleships coming out. So we have 3 battleships then once more. I wonder for how long though. Now let's just have a look at that. We have those guys now, and that means I also just need some more framework knitters in the region, and we can basically have them right here beside the sheep farms. There you go. So they can get their wool out of that right away. And what I could do here now in Crown Falls is where we have our schnapps distilleries or our framework knitters. If I have any left, I might just delete them now. And yes, in fact, we have 10 of them over here. They are not needed anymore, and that really restores our farmer workforce back to positivity, or well, to a positive balance for the farmers. That's the work clothes here now. And then we have, of course, the schnapps over here. And for the schnapps, I will still need some more potatoes, because we do need potatoes for recipes, for example. So I still need to get some more of these plantations out there, even though we don't consume that much of them, right? So just that, and then we might have some more here. Let's just have a road there. We can also finish those 3 there that are delivering then to the warehouse over here that we upgrade. And we should definitely upgrade this warehouse there. And I'm just going to finish it off like that. And then we have more space here. But I think we should be golden with that. We're not boosting it. We are not going to boost it. And with that, off you go. I think we do have a trade route from Leary that goes to Crown Falls. That should be getting us some stuff over there. There we have it. That's the work cloth. The fish, it's a cargo ship. We still have some resources left. So I'm going with a bit of schnapps there. And also some potatoes. Right, and we're going to do that. I might be adding a second cargo ship then to this trade route, just to be sure of it. Once we have, of course, another cargo ship. We're building 1 more here, and I'm going to build a second and a third one after that as well, because we really do need them. One more thing that I need is I need to look out in the Arctic. We do need more caribou meat for our recipes. It's a bit tricky. We have lots of caribou meat here in King William Island as far as I can see. We are getting this one over. It's, oh yeah, in King William Island. I could have a trade route of my own right now from King William Island to Crown Falls. That is just really focusing on the caribou meat. It is really important that we get something over there. I should still be having something somewhere, please. I do have a cargo ship available, Top Banana. That would be doing the trick. We could also use one of our clippers here. Let's use a clipper for that. It's extremely slow, right? But it's absolutely fine. It's a niche product and it's really just needed for restaurants. There is another one coming out, cargo ship. Perfect. You can be on this one. So for the caribou meat, I think we have deleted it already. There you go. No longer available. And that should be fine. Now there's one thing that I need to do in the new world, and that is our next product that we need for the skyscrapers, and that would be the chewing gums. Over here we have it. We have basically all the resources now. We are producing the sugar, we're producing cinnamon, we have caoutchouc that is over here in Auspicious Isle, where we hopefully should be having a bit of caoutchouc available there. There it is. It's almost capped. Perfect. We have the cinnamon over here that is produced, but the cinnamon is already getting exported to Crown Falls with the airships there for the shampoo, for example. So we do need to split it up. We can only build the chewing plant or the chemical plant for the chewing gums. We can only build that in the new world, right? So we do need to have a location here for this production. It needs obreros, fortunately, because we are really full on the obrero workforce, and I just need to find me a good location. I think here we can really just have it beside that, because the main street for the city is going to end here, I think, anyway, right? So this is basically the end of Tristão, then over here, and this is then basically just the industrial zone. We might be having something here then to finish this one, but for now it's going to be fine. And then we need that. We produce every 30 seconds, so 2 per minute. We do need chewing gums. Let's just open it up really for my, I think it is tier 2 investors. There you go. So that I can see the consumption rates for the chewing gum that we really need to know. Because I have no idea, to be honest. And it is really not a lot. It's in fact, it's 0, but of course it's a bit more than 0 probably, but we really don't need that much. So I think with around 2 chewing gum factories, let's make it 3. We should be fine long-term wise. What the heck, let's say 4 of them. That is really the maximum we'll ever need. Let's just go ahead and have these guys here. Right, so let's just make this one look a bit better. There you go. We have the warehouse here and we have a warehouse here, so they can get each one of these things rather quickly. The only thing we now need is a trade route between the islands here that is going from Viga to Auspicious Isle to Tristão, back and forth, and it's going to take in Viga, so up here it's going to take the cinnamon and probably 2 times that, and then we're going to Auspicious Isle where we are going to take the caoutchouc 2 times, and we are loading that in Tristão. And we only need 1 ship for that. We have a clipper available. We have, I think we're going with, wait a second, we should be having a royal galleon in the region. There it is, Andromeda, a royal galleon that is just going to do that, right? It's going to be totally fine for that. There you go. We still need to give this one to the new world. This one, oh, we haven't done a trade route yet for Africa, so that is something we're going to need. Caribou meat and the fur coats that is going from, that is just in Cape Trelawney there as well. Alrighty, so that is coming in now. And now we can build them. Let's build 2 of them for now. That should be golden. Have a very interesting color, these chewing gums. And then, of course, we still need a trade route that now goes with the chewing gums. Now, for that, we could use an already existing one. And that is this one here that is already getting the sugarcane and the plantains to Crown Falls for the recipes. We could also just extend this one here with the chewing gums that we have. Or that we don't have yet, but we're going to have them soon, right? So it's going to be, let's say, 4 times. And of course, that's way too much for a clipper. Let's get rid of the clipper and instead use now our cargo ships. Top Banana is going to start with it, and we're going to add then Porcupine to this one too. So 2 cargo ships should be fine. Chewing gums is very important, vital for the economy, for our investors. So 2 cargo ships on that will be totally fine. Alrighty, so the only thing in Viga that comes to mind now is there is another ship of the line now coming in with a bit of timber, because of course we have another source of cinnamon consumption now, I do need to increase my cinnamon production. And let's go ahead. There you go. And over here we already have 4 of them now, of these cinnamon orchards, and I will just need a couple more of them basically. We actually have 8. There it is, right? We have 8 of them in Liga. Let's make it 12 to really be on the safe side of things, and we can really squeeze them in here, I guess. There you go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course we're going to need a warehouse then in this area too, or this one. Now while we wait for the chewing gums to come in and, well, enrich the life of my citizens, we should be going ahead and upgrading us a few more investors to tier 2. So there we got lots of them in this area. Giving them this one, they all get the intense panorama effect. This one is moderate because it's at the edge there. So I think we should be boosting one of these towers then next to it. This one we could go for... Let's go with that one. They have a strong effect that is still fine. There's also a quest requirement soon coming in that we need to have a certain amount of investors being, or skyscrapers having the intense panorama effect. So this we can click off our list then right away. This one has strong, strong, moderate, and strong. Well, decent only, so they don't have the best effect here. This one is intense once more, so in this tiny block there. And I think we could still use that one here, yep, to also get the intense one. Yeah, we're doing kind of like, we're getting kind of like up there again on the money, but it's really, really tough. These skyscrapers, holy cow, they're really demanding. There's lots of tier 1s over here. We haven't built the department store. Now we have the bricks again, so let's build the department store over here now. Right next to the hotel. And of course, it's only the toaster right now that I can select. So let's go ahead with another toaster department store. That is going to help that out. And then I do need another one here, because we already have lots of skyscrapers in this area. None of them has the department store. And it's just really important, otherwise they're going to be stuck at tier 1. And we cannot afford that. We can absolutely not afford that. So there we have now a bit of space right here in the center of it all, where we could squeeze in, or we will squeeze in, another department store. Electricity is available, and also, well, a warehouse is missing still. So that is something we always need to consider. It's pretty harsh. We do have a fire station, a police station here. We don't really need them anymore. So let's get rid of that fire station there. And instead, I would like to use then this area for the warehouse. Let's get rid of the police station there as well. Of course, we're going to upgrade it so that it does look proper for the surrounding area. And then here we can now have another department store then for these guys. Go ahead and have it here. That should be fine, so then we can upgrade all of them here. Meanwhile, this department store should have almost all its resources now. There it's coming in. Very good. Toasters are being produced, and with that also reduced consumption of jewelry and light bulbs for all of these guys in its surrounding area. That is a pretty powerful effect, by the way. So with that, we can now, or we should be able now to upgrade those guys. Yes, they have everything now, but they still need to grow to 75 before we can upgrade them. Speaking about upgrades, it is time. The Iron Tower can be finished, and we should be doing that, I think. There it is. Finish the phase. Phase 3 is completed, and thus the Iron Tower.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
There you go.
And praise the Empire.
And of course, the Queen likes it a lot that we have this beauty here now in the center of it all, and people celebrate this big day as the Iron Tower is finally visible now throughout the city with a nice firework.
Oh look, yon to the horizon. The royal airship is approaching. Let us strike up the fanfare.
And with it also comes the royal airship over here, so that the Queen is thrilled that the inauguration process is coming together there. She is already in the area, and she should be helping out there. Do we have... Yes, we have the banner of the cat already.
They're only waiting for you to come to the ceremony. Do you really want to make your queen wait?
And enjoy the royal parade. So there is the end of this quest line, I think.
The perfect shrine for this momentous occasion.
And I think over here, there she is. And it's not happening very often that we see the Queen herself directly, but this time we do.
What an occasion! The splendor, the pomp, the royal guards parading
And we can actually also walk around here. That is pretty cool. And just there over here, somewhere we should be seeing the queen. Perhaps we can take a shot at her. You get it? Take a shot. Oh, okay, that wasn't so good. Let's take a shot literally. That is the photo that we need to take. So over there she is. Or really finishing up this trifling matter. Iconic tower unveiled. HM herself dropped into Crown Falls today for the opening of the Iron Tower. A triumph of industrial age. Of the industrial age. Off it goes. What this Iron Tower here still needs is, well, a bus station. We don't have one close by. We have a bus station here. Unfortunately, it's not completely touching it. So we do need to move that bus station over there somehow. And let's just see what we can do about that. There you go. We are moving it up here, right? And there we have a bit of space now available. We could... No, actually I can't do anything else here other than just getting us a few more ornaments. And that would be the end of this area then. So we do have some cherry trees. Let's make some pink ones next to the white ones. And then some normal temperate groves here as well. So that it does look a bit mixed up. Perfect. And the Iron Tower now has its bus as well. And this should make... This should make my tourists happy, but I think they haven't unlocked it yet. Nope. As we can see, we still need 700 more tourists before they actually can enjoy the sights of the Iron Tower. Very strange. They're not going to use it other than that. And we also have a festival. The Regal Gala Parade right now gives me a nice 100 attractiveness bonus, and all cultural buildings cost me less at the moment. We also get a Trifle Tower recipe as a reward for that. So quite a lot of things really that are happening with the Iron Tower once this is finished. It was a major milestone and a lot of work as well. Now we can also choose a recipe directly in the Iron Tower. So there we have it. The Trifle Tower recipe or the Age of Exploration would be unlocked. Both of them for now. The Trifle Tower, oh my goodness, costs me quite a lot. The bonuses are not so nice. Let's have a look at the other one. The other one would be possible. It needs gas though. Age of Exploration. This is a good one. Minus 15 for coffee, minus 15 for chocolate, and plus 10% residence as well for all of my buildings. Let's go ahead with the Age of Exploration. Please tell me that it reaches the warehouse. There it is. Perfect. Right? Otherwise it would have been very bad. It's on its way now, getting the resources. And we also got the cloth, so she still has demands for us.
For your service, your diligence, and your loyalty.
There you go. Now we have our banners there once more. So that was the quest that was still waiting there. And we also get a decorated Iron Tower as a reward for that. And we, by the way, can also now choose the recipe effect range. Of course, the higher this goes, the higher is the consumption. But as we can see, we can extend it then all the way up to the highest level, right? And we do lack some workforce though if we do that. But up to this point here, we could do it. That is a pretty high range now. And we're consuming all the tourist customers that we have on this island with that. But that's what they're here for. And with that, we just need to wait now for the recipes to come in. Oh, this cart can really take all 4 goods at once. That poor horse. It's not even trying. Oh, and there's also the parade coming around for the queen. He's now parading through the city, as it seems.
Look at you swagger.
And there the resources are in. Very good. And it's being produced. And as we can see, all of these people are now affected and their, well, consumption is reduced here. The residents consume 15% less coffee, champagne and chocolate, and also +1 bonus resident. This should help us there a bit with the level that we are right now. By the way, I really should be building my palace here soon, because that is another huge boost, and of course on top of everything that we need in addition for that. Could also help with the influence that we have. We still have lots of quests available. At least this one is finished. At least the Iron Tower is standing. Another milestone. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned.
Ship constructed.